Hey, I'm Geeky Pastimes, and in today's video I wanted to check out some of the user-created modes in Battlefield Portal. So this is part of Battlefield 2042. It's a sort of web-based thing where you can create your own modes. You can't change maps or anything like that, but you can use the things that are already on the maps and use the different weapons and vehicles and stuff like that to create your own modes with quite a powerful logic editor. So since the game's been out in early access for a week and it comes out for standard edition users today, I thought this would be a great time to jump into Portal and see what it's like. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you found a really cool Battlefield Portal experience or you've created a Battlefield Portal experience, please leave it in the comments below. I'd like to do a stream this weekend where I get some people from the community on and we all try out some of the best modes, so let me know. Put the codes in below, or put links below, and then we'll spool up some servers and try some of those things at twitch.tv/Geeky Pastimes. So my first sort of impressions of Battlefield Portal were pretty good, like I think most people's were, because when you go onto Battlefield Portal, you're straight away presented with 4 modes that have been curated by DICE. So you've got Courage JD's Fiesta thing, where you are constantly swapping stuff out, and then you've got a Bad Company 2 mode, a Battlefield 3 mode, and a Battlefield 1942 mode, where it's just playing on those maps with those weapons and those classes and things like that. But I thought I'd really look at the user-created modes this time, because there's been a while where people could do it. There was a big problem at the very beginning of the week where people just created XP farm things where you make loads of bots with very little health and then people just go around getting loads of kills. That all got stopped because, well, in theory it got stopped because they put an XP cap on, so you can't earn loads of experience anymore. But sadly, when you load up the server browser, it only shows you a set of servers. I think it's about 20 servers it shows you. And I'm not sure if that's how many servers are in the world. Like, admittedly, I'm playing at a weird time. I think I was playing at 10 AM on a Friday morning. So maybe those are the only servers that exist right now. But out of all the 20 servers I could see, a bunch of them were XP farm ones. A bunch of them were a very long way away from me, like in a different region, I'm assuming, because they had incredibly high ping, and loads of them didn't have any players, or didn't have many players in, rather. And the way the server browser works, or the way the servers work, once there's no players in a server, that server shuts down. So it will keep on going until the last person leaves, and then that server will shut down, because there's only so many slots for Battlefield Portal servers to spool up. And we know that because early on, when people were messing around with Portal a lot, people started getting a warning saying, oh, we can't start this server because there's not enough room available. I think they added some more servers, but there's definitely a certain number of spaces. So any of these trashy ones kind of take up space, or just ones from a long way away take up space, which means like there's less for you to pick from. So what I was doing is going through the experiences and trying to find things that were fun. So I had to ignore all the XP farm ones, ignore all the ones that had a really high ping, and then try and find things that were a bit different, a bit unusual. The first one I tried was this French one that said pistols or snipers. So I thought, okay, this would be cool, a free-for-all, just pistols or snipers. You can look at these servers, you can right click on them and see some of the rules they've put in, but you can't see all of them. You can't see all of the logic changes and stuff like that, but you can get a basic overview of it. Annoyingly, there doesn't seem to be like a description of it, and more importantly, there's no rating system, so you can't see what other people have rated it. And that really sort of bit me a little bit with this, because I went into this pistol or sniper server, spawned with an assault rifle, and then immediately got in a fight with someone else where I killed them, and then people were killing me, all using assault rifles. So obviously the person who made this pistols or snipers mode had done something wrong. They hadn't realised that you were going to spawn with an assault rifle, and so it kind of ruined the whole game mode. Now, obviously, if there'd been a rating system or there'd been reviews or something, I would have seen that before I'd loaded into the server. But instead, I had to kind of go in, load it up, work out what was wrong, and then leave again. So that was a bit of a shame. The second one I went into was a zombies experience, and this is probably the main type of experience that there is so far. Just that kind of infected mode where there's loads of players on one team who can only use a knife, they're the zombies, and then there's a very small number of players on the other team who have all of their guns and stuff, and they have to try and fight the zombies, or sometimes they have to complete an objective that the zombies are defending, something like that. Now, this mode, again, had problems with it. So the zombies could actually pick up guns that the people had. So if you killed a player, you could actually pick up their gun and then kill the other players with that, which kind of ruins the zombies mode a bit. You could get in turrets that were on the map and then use the turrets to kill players, which again kind of ruins the mode a little bit. It also had the problem that anyone will know if you've played Infected on a larger map. You end up spending ages just running across the map as a zombie, and then you get in a little fight that lasts a few seconds, and then you have to do it again, spawn and run across the map, and that gets kind of tedious. With the size of Battlefield 2042 maps, that gets really boring really quickly. So you kind of want those modes to be running on very small maps, and you would be able to see that from the server browser, because on the big maps, I don't think it really works very well. Now, Again, in this mode, there were lots of people complaining in chat saying this mode's broken, this doesn't work very well because of the guns and things like that. And again, it's something that would have shown up in server reviews. That would have shown up if people were rating them out of 5 stars or something like that. And that's a real shame. So this is another experience that I went into where it didn't really matter what they said in the description or anything like that, what they said in the title. You had to go into it, experience it, realize there was something wrong, and then back out. So the third mode and the last mode I'm going to talk about today that I went in to try was a gun game. And it said gun game with a twist. And I really like gun game. I've enjoyed that a lot in other Battlefields. So you go into it, and then in this one, the twist was that once you kill 2 people with a gun, you know, you go up to the next level of gun. And you do have some guns from different franchises, which was fun. So you had like Battlefield 1942 guns, as well as having like Battlefield 2042 guns and things like that. So that made it interesting. But the twist was that when you killed someone, you would teleport to their location. And that was genuinely something that, like, that's a Portal thing. Like, that is cool. I hadn't seen that before. That's something that if people realized they liked more, you'd be able to use that mode. You'd be able to go in that mode and try it, because that's a cool twist on it that other people hadn't done. So I enjoyed that game. I played that game all the way through, but I was kind of like, okay, yeah, I've played a game of this. I'm kind of done with it now. I'll go play something else. And then that's where the problem lies, that I'd had to go through a bunch of different servers to find one experience I liked. And even then, it was just kind of a fun little strange mode that was based on something that already exists in other Battlefield games. And that's not a great experience. And I would say that so far, playing user-generated modes in Battlefield 2042 in Portal isn't a great experience, because you're going to spend a long time trying to find something that's fun, trying to find a server that's running, that's got a population, that's got a decent ping to you, and then when you find it, there might be problems hidden away in it, because obviously the people making these games aren't developers. They're just random people, so there's going to be problems that you can't see because there's no curation, there's no rating system. I'd really like it if DICE implemented something where maybe there was a front page for Portal, like that one that shows the 4 experiences, but it had, say, 20 different experiences that they'd found that they thought were fun, and maybe they'd rotate every couple of days or every week or something like that. It'd also be nice if there was a little bit more obvious tools about, like, while you're playing a game, being able to say, okay, I want to save this server so I can find it later. Annoyingly, like I said, when a server runs out of players, it will shut down forever, so unless you've got that mode saved, you won't even be able to start up a server again. And it also means, because that's happening, you don't have that kind of community that used to build up around like Battlefield 4 servers, you know, where you'd find a server that you really liked, maybe it'd be a password protected one, and then when you went on it, there'd always be the same kind of people on there, you'd be chatting and having fun, you'd recognize people's names. All of that's gone with Battlefield 2042, and that's a real shame, because especially in Portal, it'd be really nice if we just had that kind of server browser again. And like I said, if there was some kind of star rating for the quality of them, I think that would be really good. Anyway, I've been really trying to enjoy Battlefield Portal. I really want to see something better in Battlefield 2042, but so far it seems like every mode has a lot of problems with it. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and like I said, let me know in the comments, have you found a Battlefield Portal user-made experience that you think is really good? If you do, and you've got the code for it or link to it, please let me know. I'd be really interested to try out a few on stream. That would be a lot of fun. So thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.